Welcome back to another episode of the Harrogate Town RTG career mode here on FC25, where today we have more Premier League action, which is actually kind of put on the back burner for today's episode. Well, that's because we are focusing on cup competitions now. We currently sit in 6th spot in the Premier League, 2 points off the top 4, so we at least look content for a top 4 battle here. The Premier League title, we're not going to really worry about too much anymore, to be honest. If it happens, it happens. We have FA Cup action. This is actually where we will start today's episode. It is against Birmingham City, against them in the FA Cup round 5. But then after that, we have the Champions League round 16, where we are taking on Bayern Munich in the Champions League round of 16. We made it to the semifinals last season, miraculously. I'm hoping to possibly make it to the semifinals, maybe even the finals this season. That would be a great goal. But with Bayern Munich in the way, it's a massive hurdle to get over. And if we do get over, it will obviously give us a massive boost. But it is a massive test for us. So let's go and get into this Birmingham City game up first. We do also have the Carabao Cup action. And depending on how the Bayern Munich league goes, there's a chance we play the Carabao Cup final today in today's episode, but that can be weighted all the way into Monday as well. So let's go and get into the Birmingham City game here in the FA Cup as we hopefully pick up a win against Leicester City. This says a draw, but that could be wrong sometimes, and it is not wrong. It is a 2-2 draw, so it's a little disappointing there. And for once, I'm actually going to play with a fully rotated team. We actually have a full-on backup 11, which is great for once. So everybody here is not a starter here, even though Eric Kunda and Kalaski could both be starters. They're not. So we are going to jump into here at Ivy Lane against Birmingham City in the snow to take them on with our second team. Don't worry, we do have the good players on the bench, obviously. Let's get into the game here, and let's see what we can do against Birmingham City. And here we go. FA Cup action. We're playing with the rotated team here. Let's see what these boys got. Irakunda into Semikalaski. Cannot find him. I'm definitely relying on Irakunda and Kalaski in today's game, at least for sure. Perez Vinloff into Messier, who intercepts that. And Semikalaski gets past Lade, who makes a massive step trying to intercept the pass. It didn't work out. Here comes Semikalaski into Arnu. Arnu to Irakunda. 1-0 for Harrogate Town. If we can jump the simulation at halftime, that'd be great. Beck. Semikalaski. Buck. I said Beck. It's Buck. It's shit. It's what he is. He's awful. Thank the Lord he's alone. Sabahansen, Froholt, De Grief now. De Grief is just going to bring it out wide, and Laird is just going to stab at it. De Grief, Arnu, saved, rebound in. That is unfortunate. That rebound never falls that way ever. It's 2-0. They can get one back here. They've been on the front foot for a long time of this game. It's halftime, 2-0 up here at the break. Can't really jump the sim yet. Arnu could be in behind here to, I said, essentially seal the deal, even though the deal has realistically been sealed since the first goal so far. It's 3-0. We do make 2 subs. Chelsea's coming on at left back because, well, it was just suggested and we did it. And then, to be completely honest, I don't know who else came on. I think it's Tryorkin's on for De Grief. It is. Irakunda intercepts as I'm literally had my hand off the controller. I was scratching my nose. Froholt, Arnu over the top for Irakunda. The fact he didn't get closed down there while I was standing still for a couple seconds is diabolical. But we finally get that dominant win that we were hoping for and that we would have obviously gotten with our first team. Had we played that with the first team, it would probably be a lot better. I was hoping for a simulation after we scored very early, but it didn't happen. 4-0 here for Harrogate Town, and we're into the quarterfinals of the Emirates FA Cup. And here we go. Champions League action. Bayern Munich versus Harrogate Town. Here we go. Lewis Miley starting the ball. We're playing with the first team now, finally. It was a long 90 minutes without the first team. Mika into Jamal Musiala. Musiala now, he's doing the pre-roller thing that Cole Palmer liked to do against us last episode with Chelsea. Intercepted. Mercier. Jamal Musiala. Beerith. Former Arsenal striker, went on loan to sold to Balogun, or not sold to Balogun, sold to AS Monaco, and was absolutely electric. Well, he had like 3 hat-tricks in like 5 games or something like that, his first starting it off. Beerith, Mercier, Gakpo, Jamal Musiala, 1-0 for Bayern Munich. First 10 minutes, they take the lead here. Can Shyorkins win that ball? No, but it'll fall for Kadastas. Over the top for Bruno Durdov. He's never going to win that race with Alphonso Davies. But nearly put the pressure on the keeper. At least force him to clear, and when we can get possession back, it's George now on the ball. A heavy first touch. We'll see him kind of fumble it and look for possession. George, Kadastas stopped by Aseko. Musiala to make it 2. Jamal Musiala save, rebound, hits the post, and it just completely died outside the box. That was weird. Look at this ball. If it shows it completely, Michael Beerith hit the post, and then it just completely dead. It's not completely dead, but it slowed down miraculously for that much power of that shot. And Carrasco's now on the counterattack possibly. He has Durdov with him, and this could be our chance here. We are the counterattack of dreams here. Bruno Durdov, 1-1. He draws level here against Harrogate Town, or against Bayern Munich. Musiala binned in with the vital interception there. And now George out wide, but running straight into Gaio. Now Jamal Musiala. And Jamal Musiala unpressured into Jelsh just absolutely stabs at it. And now Durdov can be on the counterattack again. And Bruno Durdov, he has the equalizer. He has Sonny Cox with them. And Sonny Cox, goal number 300 for his career here at Harrogate Town. And it's an important goal as it gives us a lead here against Bayern Munich. It is goal number 300 for Sonny Cox. Jamal Musiala to quickly just kind of close that down. Didn't happen. And now halftime is looming, but another possible attack. We got to stop going down left hand side. Gaio is just absolutely dominating us, stopping George every single time. And Beerith isn't through, and there it goes. 2-2 at halftime. Our lead, our happiness didn't last for long. As kind of expected, in all honesty, but we go into the break 2-2. Here we go. Second half here. Second 45 of a obvious 4 that we are having against Bayern Munich in today's episode. Shyorkins into Durdov. Sonny Cox is through, but we can't feed it past Alphonso Davies. Mercier. Jamal. 3-2. Bayern Munich take the lead. George now. George is just going through. George is unstoppable. George is unstoppable. Wow. What a solo goal from George there. 3-3. We brought in Semikalaski to possibly push him out of the squad, technically. Obviously, Koloski was obviously priority to be a backup, but he came in at a high enough overall to compete for that starting spot, and George had a great first season last season. He only had half a season last season, I'm pretty sure. And now his first full season here at the club. He is stepping up massively in a very important goal here against Bayern Munich to draw level 3-3. As Sonny Cox intercepts it off of the kickoff. And Durdov now down the right-hand side. George is there. George is there. George on the volley. Harrogate Town take the lead. The counter kickoff here for Harrogate Town. It's 4-3 for the boys in blue. Mercier. Mika Beerith to get one back. Or I said get one back to draw a level. It's saved. It's cleared off of Beerith, who gets it. Keeps it in play. Mercier on the volley. Saved by Seaman again. Reed will comfortably find a blue shirt player now, and the counterattack could be looming. Look at George there. Oh, if that got through Scalvini. George, who's on a hat trick. Beerith who I believe is also on a hat trick as well. It's a hat trick battle. Stryjorkins to Durdov. And Durdov now down the right hand side. Durdov. Sonny Cox saved. Arnu coming on at striker. We celebrate Sonny Cox scoring goal number 300. We bring on Bayern for center back for Binden or the other guy, one of the two. I completely forgot which one. I think it is for Binden. We bring on Hansen on for Reed and then Froho on for Stryjorkins to just try and close this game out and go into that second leg with the 1-goal advantage with the corner. It's header. It's stopped. It's saved. And the counterattack could be looming here. Out wide for Durdov. And Gallo, he switches sides of the field there to stop that one. Mezier into Durdov. And Gallo now possibly out of position. Arnu, if we could have found that pass, that could be 4 or 5. Jamal Musiala looking to do everything in his power to make it 4-4 to go to that second leg. Leveled on points here, a level in goal tally. Mercier gets taken out. The referee doesn't see a penalty because there wasn't one to be given. And George now, who's still on for a hat trick, out wide for Durdov. And Durdov now, this could be very important. A 2-goal advantage, better than 1. We don't get it. It's Harrogate Town 4, Bayern Munich 3 in the first leg. We at least go back home with a 1-goal advantage. And here we go. The second leg at home. It's an unchanged 11 for us. I can only assume it's an unchanged 11 for them, but who knows? It is the AI after all. They do love making changes. Stryjorkins, we're going to start this game off strongly. A 2-goal advantage, that would be key. And Sonny Cox could be there to do it. Straight to the keeper. And over the top for Bierith. In behind now. And Mika Bierith. He's been fighting for it. He's been getting there. It's 1-0. It's 4-4 in aggregate. And Mika Bierith to take the lead and to take the advantage. It's 5-4 on aggregate now. And Bierith is having a day to remember. Bierith is in behind. Musiala 3-0. Bayern Munich came to play. We're down 2 on aggregate now. Stryjorkins, carrot sauce, Miley, Sonny Cox. We're not completely out of it. It might look gray. It might look horrific. But we're not down 4 on aggregate. That's the important part. We're not down 4. We're only down 2 now. Sonny Cox, Stryjorkins, Lewis, Miley, George, Sonny Cox, and Sonny Cox now. This could be a comeback of dreams. It's 7-7 on aggregate. Sonny Cox on the score sheet. Harrogate Town draw level on aggregate. And here we go. Not back to square one of this game because, well, we had a 1-goal advantage going into it, but we're back to square 0, I guess, for the whole tie. Gakpo, Mika Bierith, save, point blank, though. Cross comes in, and Lewis Hall wins the header, but only to Nemecha, who Lewis Miley crashes down on. George, Miley, Sonny Cox. Sonny Cox now. Sonny Cox! Is Sonny Cox? Is that a hat trick for him? I think it could be. Harrogate Town 4, Bayern Munich 4, but more importantly, Harrogate Town 8-7 up on aggregate. What an intense leg affair. Jamal Musiala, couple of last chances, maybe even last chance of totality here. Bierith, Aspinall, Bierith is in behind, and it's stopped by Messier, and that should be game over here. De Grief out wide. George, shot blocked. It'll fall for Durdov. Durdov will find Stryjorkins, and Stryjorkins will hit it, and that'll be saved. And that will be a leg over. I'm going to go short here and just put the ball out of bounds for a throw-in, and the referee will blow his whistle, and Harrogate Town are into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. From 4-0 down in this game to 4-4 with Sonny Cox scoring a hat trick, winning 8-7 on aggregate. We are into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. What a leg, what a second leg, what a intense fixture. And so, as it settles down, Borussia Dortmund take down Rangers 5-1 on aggregate. Atletico Madrid keep a clean sheet across both leagues, winning 3-0 on aggregate. Harrogate Town and Bayern Munich. Harrogate Town go through 8-7 on aggregate. Juventus keep a clean sheet across both leagues, a 6-0 win on aggregate. Real Madrid skate by with a 4-3 win on aggregate over Lyon. Barcelona knocked down Frankfurt 5-2. AS Roma upset Manchester City 3-2 on aggregate. That's a massive loss for Manchester City. And AS Monaco knocked down Celta Vigo 3-1. Celta Vigo, remember, we're in the top 2 of the Champions League phase. We qualify for the quarterfinals. Vamos. Wow. We end the episode, obviously, in 6th in the league. We did a quick summer game between the last Champions League games, and which was a 2-2 draw. So, yeah, we sit 6th in the league. We are now still 2 points off of the top 4, which is actually going to be Manchester United at the moment. We are 12 points off top spot Arsenal. So, obviously, the Premier League title is not of our concern anymore. It is simply top 4. We have FA Cup action round 6, the quarterfinals against West Ham United. That's who we drew to, was West Ham United 2-2, in which they are sitting in 10th in the league. When we start tomorrow's episode, not tomorrow, but on Monday, when we start Monday's episode, it's the Carabao Cup final against Liverpool. And then in the Champions League, the quarterfinals, it's not showing up here. If I sim a couple more days, it might show up. No, okay, well, it's not showing up. Well, Champions League, we have Barcelona in the quarterfinals. So Bayern Munich to Barcelona in the Champions League. That's interesting to note down. I will see y'all on Monday for a very interesting episode. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.